So yesterday we had a massive rally in Bitcoin. It touched 44,200, and Twitter is going crazy, like a hold my beer alt starting to send 10 minutes ago. Looking for those who haven't broken out yet. Solana, I don't care about Solana really. The last time Bitcoin had 8 consecutive weekly green candles was during the bull market of 2017. What more do we have? Speculation. Do you think Dodge will hit $1 in this next bull market or 2024? We go into Bitcoin. Michael Saylor icing down a painful 72-hour erection. He's up majorly. Continuously breaking all the barriers and pumping an average of $2,500 per day. Current price 44,400 plus, BTC pumping an average of 2,500 plus per day. Bitcoin is going crazy. What does this mean for us? As you know, I'm holding mostly altcoins. These are the coins that I'm holding currently, and in 7 days Shrapnel is up 138%, Blockchain Bets is up 5%, Seedify is up 9%, Joe XYZ is up 31%, and Engine Coin is up 12%. So we're doing good. I have a diagram here, so this is my portfolio, how it's currently divided. These are changing according to how much dollars each coin goes up. So this green here, this is Engine. It was up, I had like 50% almost here, but since other coins has pumped a little bit harder, they're taking up more space in the chart. And here we have my increase since the start this year, because the bear markets went down, and then in October it was at my all-time low, and so I had $2,400, and now I got $5,088, and I'm up 111% since October. That's crazy. And the bull market hasn't even started yet. The bull market has started, but the alt season is not here yet. And there are some concerns while Bitcoin is aiming at the skies. I've seen other YouTubers going through a selling strategy like the FOMO Factory. I very much like this channel. He is also transparent on what he's going to do, but he's going through the Bitcoin halving seasons or cycles. So here you can see he's drawn cycles, every cycles until every halving, and we're currently going past this line for the next halving, that is in April. So I've written down all the halvings, Bitcoin halving, and we got 2012, 28th of November, that was the first halving. 2016, 7th of September, 2020, 5th of November, and 2024, 24th of April. And what FOMO Factory is talking about is that history always seems to repeat itself, and he thinks that December is going to be bullish, but then maybe there's a bearish dip in January, or it might start in December. But this is the tricky thing, because BlackRock wants to do an ETF on Bitcoin. And what is an ETF? So if we go to Google, we Google what is Bitcoin ETF. So this is what it means. Investing in a Bitcoin ETF provides leverage to the price of Bitcoin without having to learn about Bitcoin, how Bitcoin works, having to sign up for a cryptocurrency exchange, and taking on the risk of owning Bitcoin directly. So that means that people don't really want to dig into all the decentralized exchanges and the wallets and so on. They want to stay in the safe lane where they know what they are doing, like the bank, like I don't know what you have in America, like Robinhood was going downhill 2021, but platforms like Robinhood, where you can buy stocks and funds and so on, you can buy Bitcoin there in paper format that follows an index, so they won't go into the crypto atmosphere, really. So that would make it easier for regular people to invest in Bitcoin without having to expose themselves to more shady stuff. So that's what that means. If we jump into TradingView, I've drawn a little something here. And here is where we are right now. Bitcoin 33,764. And I've also drawn the lines. Let's see if it's this short. Yeah. I've drawn the lines of the halvings, like the FOMO Factory did. And what he was talking about was, you see this is one cycle. Okay, so here we go, blah blah blah, halving. We start a new Bitcoin cycle, or crypto cycle, and we go up and we go down, bear market, and then bullish, starting to be a new bull trend. But then you see here, if we zoom in a little bit on the first one, so this is the Bitcoin halving 2016, and right before that you see that was the last peak, around Monday 13 June 16. Then we went down, so June, and down to August, so that's almost 2 months of down. And then we go into the next cycle around here, August, October, so that's almost 2 months as well in the next cycle. And now we're here, peaking up here, and we got December, January, February, March, April, so that's 4 months. So if we see that the last cycles have been going down for about 2 months, in the last end of it, then we might assume that even this cycle will go down for 2 months. So maybe it will go up from here until we reach somewhere between 24th of April and 2 months backwards. So January, February, March, April. So that would be sometime in February, in my estimation, or even in January, that we see a slow downhill. But Bitcoin is super bullish right now, so to sell off right here would be to really sit on the sidelines and maybe miss out. So if you want, you can sell off some of your portfolio, but I wouldn't really do that in this stage. I will keep a very close eye on Twitter and all the news, so I will know what's going on, because maybe if Bitcoin peaks out and it goes down, that would be a very juicy dip to buy into. Although if it keeps going higher from here, which is highly likely, I mean, this Bitcoin ETF, it's supposed to be in January. It could be delayed, or it could be happening now in December. And if that happens, we're going parabolic in Bitcoin. So then there is no dip. So the chart doesn't matter, and they're saying that in the comments as well. We'll go to comments in this video, and here is one comment that stood out to me. Beginning of January, the BTC ETF are planned to be approved, but it could also be delayed. It's a gamble now to sell or keep. And then we got this guy. Most of people are waiting for that correction. What if we will not see that? Market won't allow us to buy cheap. Think about that. Risk or higher not to be in the market. And then we have answers, and even Former Factory have answered here. 3 out of 3 cycles show otherwise. Yeah, it does, but this is extraordinary times, people. So we can't really trust history this time, but we really should be looking at history to make our final judgment. So it's 50-50. Some people think it's going to do like the last 3 cycles, and the other half really think that Bitcoin is mooning. And then we go to this guy. Pullback is cancelled. Get your head out of the chart. BTC is pumping to 43k because Qatar wants to buy 500 billion worth fundamentals. Trump tea every day. Blah blah blah. That's me where Bitcoin hit $44,000. People expect the previous cycle to repeat again, but it may not happen like before. The market won't correct because there is no COVID this time, and everyone is holding until after the halving because they know what happens next. And yeah, after the halving, I mean, we're going parabolic. That's what's going to happen. But we don't really know if Bitcoin shoots up in the sky. Our altcoins, I mean, my portfolio will probably follow along. So if Bitcoin goes up, these coins are also going up, but it's not alt season. That means Bitcoin is just dragging these up with them. But for for my coins to really take off, Bitcoin has to slow down. So it's like win-win. Right now we're going up and Bitcoin goes up. That's hooray. But if we go into the chart, we can go to Bitcoin dominance. Then we see here that Bitcoin is almost at 55%, and some people are talking about here 69%, where this is resistance here. This peak will act as resistance, and that's 69%, and that's where every cycle has stopped and went to the downside. So maybe it's just that we're going up here to 69%, and the Bitcoin price also peaks out up here now in December, really. But then again, if Bitcoin starts to drop out when the dominance hits 69 or this peak, and Bitcoin hits this peak but it starts to fall, that means it's time for alt season, and that means that my portfolio is going parabolic. Like, that's when we are making the money, for those of you that holds the same coins that I do. I don't recommend it, but seems to do well for me so far. But there's another case. So if the dominance chart, so if the Bitcoin dominance, even if Bitcoin peaks out up in that 69%, we were here. If Bitcoin peaks out here and starts to fall, then in the Bitcoin dominance chart, if the Bitcoin dominance keeps on moving and Bitcoin is falling, but the dominance chart is keep on moving, that means that Bitcoin still has dominance over altcoins, and that we won't have an alt season. So that's the thing to be careful about. We really want our altcoins to move, but if the dominance chart is freaking out and going too high, we may not see altcoins move as much, or so they might just follow Bitcoin as Bitcoin is rising. So the dominance chart is really a chart to keep an eye on. It's market cap, BTC dominance, crypto cap. So my plan is, if Bitcoin starts to fall somewhere, I think it's going to rise now for a time, up until the dominance chart is around 69%, maybe 67. I will be careful around every line here and keep an eye out. So that means that Bitcoin, it has a resistance around here, 45,000 until 48,000. If we break through that, we're going all the way up to around all-time high here at 68,000 or 66,000. And then our altcoins are just going to follow Bitcoin, and we still make gains. But if Bitcoin starts to fall, then it's alt season and we make even bigger gains. But we just gotta keep an eye out for the dominance. I don't know why my chart is completely fucked here, but you get the idea. Keep an eye on the dominance chart. If it's going past 69 and Bitcoin starts to fall, then you maybe want to be careful with your altcoins and maybe even sell off. I'm not sure. I haven't researched as much yet on my decisions where I will do that. I might update you in another video, or you can find information online. But that's the thing to keep an eye on. And if Bitcoin just keeps on heading upwards, I mean, our altcoins will follow in a slower pace though. Should you be in Bitcoin right now? Well, if you have Bitcoin, then keep the Bitcoin until it starts to fall, and then roll over to altcoins. But if you don't have any Bitcoin like me, I only have these 5 coins. I will just ride the wave, and if Bitcoin starts to fall, I will not do anything until I see big fat gains here. But if with the dominance chart is exploding, I might sell off some of it. And if the dominance chart is going down, we have a major alt season. So that's it for this video. Good luck in the markets, and I hope to see big fat gains this bull run. So good luck.